again. Once again, I welcome you to the grammar session. Last time we did preposition, which you all answered also very in a very good response I got during that lecture. So I hope the same you understand the concept and then answer back in your chat box. Okay, children. Now today we are going to start something new. Okay, children. Now, before starting our session, let us start our session with a small prayer. So, children, join your hands and close your eyes. Come on, children. Yes, very good. Thank you, God, for the world so sweet. Thank you, God, for the birds that sings. Thank you, God, for the food we eat. Thank you, God, for everything. So, children, with this prayer, let us start our today's session. Now, children, you know that when you go to school by bus or when you are traveling outside, okay, you travel by car, you travel by bus, or you travel by many other mode of transport. But when you are traveling by bus or car or on this by road transport, what happens? What is this? What you can see? This is a bus. Okay. Now you can see this bus, and you know that sometime when the buses are going or when your vehicle is going, what happens? The vehicle stops in the middle and then it starts. Again, it stops in the middle, then it starts. You wonder why it happens so. Okay. So, where it has to stop? It has to stop near the signals. Did you see the signals on the road, children? Yes or no? If yes, then thumbs up. Yes, yeah, you have seen this, right? So even when the school bus is going, you can see it will not straight away take you from home to directly to school, but it stops in the middle, and then many stops are there in the middle because they have to follow certain rules. Okay, they have to follow traffic signals. These are known as traffic signals. And why it is used? So that there is a smooth functioning of traffic. Because what happens if this traffic is not there? What will happen? All the car and buses will clash to each other and there would be an accident. Correct? So this traffic rules shows us when to stop, when to go, and when to slow down. So in the same way, children, in English grammar also, we have certain symbols where you have to stop, where you have to go, where you have to ask questions. So all this, the punctuation marks tells you. So today's lesson is punctuation. What is today's lesson? Punctuation marks. So let us study punctuation marks. Yes. So today's lesson is punctuation. So children, there are many members in the punctuation family. But today we are going to learn few of that. Okay. Now let us meet one member from the punctuation family. Now who is this? This is Mr. Full Stop. Okay. Now this Mr. Full Stop, he always loves to stop everyone. Okay, like the traffic signal. So whenever there is a full stop in a sentence, that means the full stop stops you. You have to stop there. A long pause. Okay, children. So who is this? This is Mr. Full Stop. Now let us meet the next member of the punctuation family. You know, this is Mr. Question Mark. Now, what does Mr. Question Mark does? He is very anxious. He's very curious to know many things. So he goes on asking questions, asking questions. Who are you? Where do you stay? How do you feel? Okay, so all these questions comes at the end of the sentence. So this is Mr. Question Mark. Now let us see the next member of the family, punctuation family, that is comma. So this is Mr. Comma. Now this Mr. Comma loves to take short pauses. He will stop for some time and then start. Again, sometimes stop, then start. And even he loves to list the things. If there are many things, he comes in the middle. And this comma is very scared of the word and. When and comes, this punctuation marks runs away. Okay, so there are many things. This comma comes in the middle, and if the letter and comes, he runs away. Understood? So how this works? Now, the next member of the family is Mr. Exclamation. Now, Mr. Exclamation is very excited. He has strong feelings. He always loves to say the words like, why? What a beautiful scenery. So, when expressions are there, he loves to come there and stand near that word. Oh, wow. So, at that time, who comes? Exclamation mark. So, children, did you understand which are the punctuations we are learning? One more I want to tell, that is a capital letter. Now, Mr. Capital Letter loves to come, wants importance, okay? He wants lot of importance. So when something importance are given, we start with a capital letter. Now, your name is also very important. So how you write? With a capital letter. So it needs importance. And the first letter of the sentence always starts with a capital letter. So children, these are few of the punctuation marks we are going to study today. Okay, children? Now, let me write one example on the board. Now, I'm giving you one. You can see my board, children. This is full stop. Now, what is a symbol of a full stop? Is just a dot. It is just a dot. Now, I have one question here. Sentence. She is a good girl. She is a good girl. Now, I have to complete my sentence. My sentence is complete. So, I put a dot here. That means my sentence is complete. It's a meaningful sentence. Here, I have to stop. Okay, children? Now, let us see the importance of capital letter. Now, what happens like when you start your capital letter, did you understand? Full stop. Now, let us see capital letter. So that is Mr. Capital. Okay. Now, capital letters always starts like I am a good girl. Okay. Now, why I am writing this as I as capital? Because it's the starting of the letter. And one more thing, children, when I comes in any sentences, you cannot write like this I. This is wrong. Okay, children? Always pronoun I should be in a capital letter. Okay? Now, so here I am a good girl. Now, if I'm writing something, it's a capital letter because it's the beginning of the sentence. Okay? Now, the next one is like Amit and I. The second sentence is Amit and. Can I write I like this? Can I write I like this? No, this will be wrong. This will be wrong. So what I have to write? The pronoun I should always be with a capital letter. So Amit is a name. It starts with the beginning, first letter of the sentence. I have to write it as capital letter. Whereas it is a name also, it's a proper noun. So I have to write it as a capital letter. So Amit and I are good friends. Now after friends, I will put a full stop. Now we have written this sentence as a capital letter. It's being a proper noun also we have to consider, and it is a first letter of the sentence. Amit and I. I will not be a small I. I will always be the pronoun I. We should always write with a capital letter. So Amit and I are good friends. Did you understand, children? Yeah. Now next comes the comma. Now whenever there is comma, there should be more than two things. Like I have bat and ball. So there comma will never come because there are only two things. If I say I have pen, pencil and bag, there comma will come because there are more than two items, that is three. So if I write, let us see comma. What is the sign of comma? Okay. Now I have a pen, then I will write, I'm writing here pencil and a bag. Now see children, I have to put one comma here because pen, pencil and bag, there are more than three words. So I have to put a comma here, right? So whenever there is more than two words, you have to put comma. So comma is used for listing things and it is also used to break few words in a sentence. Like I will give you the example of one sentence like a lot of people, I will put a comma because I have to break the sentence. Rich and poor, and after poor, I have to put one comma because I am grouping the words here in the sentence. Young and old, met. See, the sentence is very big, so we have to break it. A lot of people, rich and poor, young and old. So I have to put a comma. Old met the saint. Now see here, a lot of people, I have grouped the sentence, otherwise my sentence will be very big. I have to take a pause when I am telling. I can't say a lot of people, rich and poor, young and old, make the same. It is very meaningless. So when you are writing a very big sentence, it has to be broken so that there is a pause. Like a lot of people, then I will pause, rich and poor, I'll pause, young and old met the saint. Did you understand, children? So when there is listing things or a very long sentences, you have to take use of the comma. Now we will understand this more clearly with the help of our PPT. Just a moment, children. Now children, welcome to the online classes. Now these are the punctuation marks. You can see full stop, comma, question mark and a exclamation mark. Let us see the next one. Now here we will have a small story. We have to listen to a small story. You can see a school bus going near the signal. Now, the school bus is in a great speed. You can see the driver driving the school bus in a great speed. In the second one, what happens? There is a signal which shows a yellow light. When the yellow light comes, what happens? The driver reduces the speed of the vehicle, and when the red is there, it stops. So, Raju is confused. Raju tells he goes to the school and he asks his teacher that when I was coming by the school bus, all these things happen. The vehicle stop at certain point. Why it is so? So the teacher explains the same as I explained you, that there are these are the signals where you have to follow on the road. The same thing you have to always follow in the grammar lessons or when you are writing some sentences. Now let us see what are punctuations. The symbols which modifies and clarify the meaning of the sentence are called punctuations. Punctuations means, children, what happens, you know where to stop, your sentence is clear, and the other person also comes to know the meaning of the sentence. So for these, punctuation marks are very, very important. Now let us read this sentence. By this you will come to know the difference if there are no punctuation and if there are punctuations. Now the first para is without the punctuation mark. Now see how I am going to read it. Let's read the sentence. Oh, I am hungry. I want to eat more. What is there for dinner? So scary. You know, this para does not have any sense because there are no punctuation, no pauses, and the way of reading is also wrong because there are no pause. So where I will stop? So it was wrong. So let us see the second para. Oh, I am hungry. I want to eat. Mom, what is there for dinner? So how did I read? I went according to the symbols. When I told, oh, there was some exclamation. I am hungry. I stopped. I want to eat. Again, I gave a small pause because there is a comma. So comma always tells us to give a small pause. Mom, what is there for dinner? So this is the way when you have the punctuation marks, you can read. So without punctuation, how did I read? Oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat more. What is there for dinner? So that was very wrong. So when there are punctuations, how we would read? Oh, I am hungry. I want to eat. Mom, what is there for dinner? So that makes a clear sense. So children, for this only, it's very important that we should have punctuations in our sentences. Okay, so we need certain pause and symbols to make other person understand. We want to convey what we want to tell, we want others to understand, then there should be pause, there should be symbols, and these are known as punctuations. Okay children, did you understand the importance of punctuation? Now let us see you can see the smart full stop standing there, right? And he is telling everyone to stop, right? Full stop is used for the longest pause. It's a complete stop. Then comes the second sentence where again you have to start the capital letter, right? So it is called a period also. So full stop has two names, that is full stop and period. When full stop comes, that means your sentence is complete. It makes clear sense. Let us read the first one without punctuation. I miss my school bus. I reach my school late. How did I read? Very fast because I didn't get any pause over there. I didn't see any symbols only. So I read, I miss my school bus. I reach my school late. So it was wrong, right? So if there are symbols like full stop, how I would read? I missed my school bus. Then I will take a pause. I reach my school late. So that makes a complete sense. So always full stop comes at the end of the sentence. It makes your sentence meaningful. Okay. Without punctuation, your sentences are very meaningless, right? Let us go to the next one. Now this is Mr. Comma. See how he sees you, right? Comma gives a slight pause. It tells us to slow down, right? Now, how comma tells us that, what comma tells us to slow down your speed. You should not run like an express train, but you have to slow down. You have to pause there and then start speaking, right? Now, see the first sentence I will read for you. That is without a comma. Let us eat, grandma. So very wrong, very scary sentence, right? Because there is no pause. How I would read the second one? Let us eat, grandma. I paused for some time where the comma was there. Let us eat, grandma. So that means the boy is asking grandma, let us start eating. Okay. But without the comma, the meaning was totally very weird, right? It was not a proper meaning. But the second sentence had comma, so it had a proper meaning. Let us eat, grandma. Understood? So commas are also used for the slight pauses to give in your talking while you are reading. Otherwise, you would read like an express train, which does not have any meaning. Okay, children? Now, let us come to the next slide. Now, commas are also used to list things. I told when there are two things, we never use comma. Like suppose if I tell, I have pens and pencil. So there, the comma will not come. And I had told you whenever and letter comes, comma will run away, right? So, comma is also used to list things. It is used within the sentence. It will not come at the end. See, now we saw that full stop was always at the end of the sentence, but comma will never be at the end. It will be within the sentence, inside the sentence. Understood, children? Now let us see the sentence. My mother bought vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, and cookies. When the last one comes, you have to put and. See the other three ones, after vegetable, there is a comma. After fruit, there is a comma. Dry fruits and cookies from the shop. So when you are listing more than two things, you have to make use of comma. Okay, and full stop means you have to stop there. That's a long pause and your sentence is complete. Let us see the next one. I have pens, pencil, eraser and books in my bag. So there are how many, total how many items there? There are 4 items. So we have to make use of commas. So how we will use? I have pens, pencils, erasers and books in my bag. So did you understand, children? Commas have many uses, but here I have told you only 2 use. One is to slow down, one is to list your things. Right, children? Next one. This is Mr. Capital. See, Mr. Capital is always ready. He comes on in the first letter. Always he's standing first. See, he's showing his hands open. That means I'm always ready. Now, capital letter is used to show importance. Like if you're writing your name, you always write the name of your name in a capital letter. If you are writing a name of a month, if you are writing means all proper noun, which I have already taught you in your previous videos, where you have to write the name of the month, name of the day, any place name, your name, anyone's name. It will always start with a capital letter because it is a proper noun. Capital letter is used to show importance. The first letter of every sentence should always begin with a capital letter. The pronoun I, as I showed you on the board, pronoun I is always written in capital letter. The proper noun is written always in capital letter. Now here we have two proper nouns. Sunaina and Tarika are twins. Now Sunaina, S is capital. It has two meaning there because it is the first letter of the sentence. It's the first letter of the sentence plus it is a proper noun over there. Right, children? So Sunaina and Tarika are twins. So both the names we are writing with a capital letter. So children, remember, whenever you are writing names, you have to always write in a capital letter. The first letter of your sentence will always begin with a capital letter. Okay. Now let us read the next one. I want to visit Kashmir in December. Now I is written in a capital letter because it's the first letter of the sentence. Now Kashmir, Kashmir K, see I have written in white. It is K is capital because it's a name of a place, and December is a name of a month. So that will also be in a capital letters. So when you are writing your answers also, be careful that you have to always start the first letter with a capital letter. At end will be a full stop. Capital always comes at the beginning, and all the proper nouns always starts with a capital letter. Here you can see the proper nouns like Sunaina, Tarika, Kashmir, December are all proper nouns, so they are capital. They are written in a capital letter. Let us come to the next one. Oh, see Mr. Exclamation standing there. So Mr. Exclamation marks is very excited. He's always happy. Sometimes he's emotional also. Sometimes he shows a strong feeling. Sometimes he shows surprises. So he's always very excited, means with strong feelings. He has lot of feelings, lot of emotions. So when I see this flower, I really liked it. So what did I tell? What a beautiful flower, beautiful rose. So I expressed my feeling. So I will put an exclamation mark. You know, exclamation mark is like ulta I, upside down I, a small letter I. So the sign is like a small letter I, but upside down. What a beautiful rose. So I really did like the rose. So I put a exclamation mark because it was my feelings. Next is, I saw this scenery and I really liked it. Wow, it is a beautiful waterfall. Wow. So wow is a letter where I showed my feelings, my emotions. So that is what I felt and I told you. So I will put an exclamation mark there. So wow, hooray. Sometimes if anyone is very sad or sometimes you have lost, like alas, I have lost my wallet. So that is a sad feeling. So you will tell alas. If you have won the match, you will tell, hooray, I won the match. And if you see something nice, wow, what a beautiful, pretty dress. So all these are exclamation marks, which shows strong feelings and surprises. Okay. Now, next one. Let us see the next one. Now, a very curious person here is the question mark. So Mr. Question mark is put at the end of the sentence. It is used to ask questions or any inquiries, right? Now the question words are what, who, where, when, why, how are all the question sentence. Okay, even you can write like are you going out, so that is also a question. You can put as a question tag, or if question tags are there. So now here it is, what are you doing? There's a question mark at the end. Where is your sister going? So that is also, I'm asking you something, that where is your sister going? So that there should be a question mark. So Mr. Question mark is very curious. He wants to know more and more things. He goes on asking questions. So question mark is always put at the end of the sentence. Full stop is put at the end of the sentence. Question mark is put at the end of the sentence, and commas come within the sentence. Okay. Now let us see the next one. Now identify the punctuation marks, children. Who will tell me this? Which is the first symbol? Can anyone tell me which is the first symbol here? You can raise your hand and answer. Yes. You know, he is always excited. He has strong feelings. Who is he? Come on. He is who? Which symbol is this? It's a exclamation mark. Now you can see here someone very curious person, want to know everything, going on asking questions. Who is it? Identify? Yes, that's a question mark. Now let us see the third picture where uh, the mark is wearing a specs also, and he likes to list the things. He is scared of letter and sometimes if the sentence is very long, it gives a small pause. Okay, so who is that? That's a comma, right? And the last one and a simple one. Who is it? Who comes at the end of the sentence? That is full stop. Okay? Children, did you understand this marks? The first mark is exclamation, which we use for strong feelings, sudden surprises, or if something something very emotional or not pleasant one, like where you tell, alas, the dog is dead. So all these sudden feelings which you get, there you put an exclamation mark. Question mark is for inquiries. Commas is to pause, a short pause, or you can say a slight pause. Now there we saw the sentence, let's eat grandma. Like you have paused there for some time and then you went on. So that is the way to read. Full stop will be always at the end of the sentence, children. Let us see the exercise 2. Now, who will answer this? Complete the sentence with correct punctuation mark. Rahul has 2 sisters. What will be at the end of the sentence? Come on, who is going to tell me? Yes, who's going to tell me fast? You can chat also. What will come at the end? Rahul has 2 sisters. Yes, children, you are right. That is full stop. Now let us see. Which is the first day of the week? So I am inquiring something. I am asking you something. When you are asking something, inquiring something, what will be the mark? Which punctuation mark you have to write there, children? Yes, that is question mark. Now let us see. There are many items, more than 2 items. I told you when there are only 2 items, that mark will not come. But when there are many, you have to put that mark. So which is that punctuation mark? Let us see. I like cookies, biscuits, and cakes. There are 2 punctuation marks which will appear in this sentence. So just think and answer, children. I like cookies. So there will be a comma. My comma is very big here, but you should not put such a big, but to make it clear, I have written there. I like cookies, biscuits, and cake. One more thing is left. Which punctuation mark we have to put at the end? Yes, that is a full stop. Very good. Now, hooray, I have won the match. See, I'm very happy. I'm expressing something, expressing my feelings. So, which punctuation mark will appear in the sentence? Yes, yes, come on, fast. Who will answer? Okay, so that is hooray. So, there's a punctuation mark which is known as the exclamation mark. And at the end of the sentence, there would be a full stop. Now let us come to the next exercise. Punctuate the following, 1 minute. Punctuate the following sentences. I have 2 pencils. Now this is a wrong sentence. Wrong in a sense, like there is no punctuation marks. The sentence is not punctuated. It is meaningless. So how I would rectify this sentence? I would rectify by putting some of the punctuation marks. So let us see which are the punctuation marks. 1 minute. Just a moment, I will share it again. Just a moment, children. I have to share my screen again. Can you see this? 1 minute. So you got the answer there. I have two pencils, right? I have two pencils. Now, which is the next one? Which is your favorite game? Now, I'm asking you something, and the first letter of your sentence is also small. So, it is not a proper sentence. It's not punctuated. So, what we have to do? We have to write W capital, and at the end, as you are inquiring, what we are doing? We have to put a question mark. So, which is your favorite game? Now, let us come to the next one. My brother bought apples, bananas, oranges, and mangoes. Now there are many items, so we have to pause. Some slight pauses should be there. I can't read it. My brother brought apple, banana, oranges, and mango. So what I will do? I will put commas and the capital letter, and at the end I will put a full stop. So how I would read it now? My brother bought apples, bananas, oranges, and mangoes. So whenever commas come, you have to pause a bit. Okay. Now see here. Mr. Sen is a doctor. Now Mr. After Mr. there will be one dot. Okay, children. So how we will write? Mr. and a dot. And Sen is a name of a person. So that's why you have to write a capital letter there. So Mr. Sen is a doctor, and a dot, a full stop at the end completes your sentence. Now the last one is, I am a good singer. I told you I should be always a capital letter, whether it is in the beginning of the sentence or whether it is within the sentence. I pronoun will be always a capital letter. Okay, so I am a good singer. So children, once we will just recap. So why punctuations are needed? To modify and clarify the meaning of the sentence. So which are the punctuation marks we did today, children? We did full stop, comma, full stop to stop the sentence, or it is a long pause. You have to wait for some time and then continue while you are reading a sentence, or while you are reading a sentence. Then comma comes and gives us small pauses where you have to slow down as a traffic signal yellow light shows you, right? And full stop shows the red signal, that is stop. Comma shows you the yellow signal, that is slow down. And then is comma also is used for listing many things. When there are more than two things, you have to put commas. If there is not more than two things, only two things, then you can add only and. Okay, children? Now, capital, always the first letter should be capital. All the proper nouns should be capital, and pronoun I should also be a capital letter. Exclamation mark with always a strong feeling, wow, hooray, alas, oh, are all the exclamation marks. Next, the question marks like what, who, where, when, how, that all are question or enquiry sentence where you have to put the question mark at the end of the sentence. Next, so these are all the things we learn, children. I hope this is clear with you. I hope this chapter is clear. We have learned capital letter, we learned full stop, we learned comma, question mark, and an exclamation sentence. So as exclamatory mark. So we learned 5 things. Okay. So what does capital letter as? It stands at the first beginning of the sentence. Okay. What does Mr. Full Stop do? Mr. Full Stop stops everyone as a red signal in the traffic signal, right? Then what does the comma do? Comma gives slight pause, small pauses. Then what does the exclamation mark does? It gives sudden feelings and emotions. And last one is the exclamation mark, capital letter, comma, yeah, over. Then that is all the 5 things we have learned. That is capital letter, full stop, question mark. Yes, question mark also comes at the end. Exclamation marks and commas. So these are all the things we learn, children. You go revise your chapter again. And one activity I would like to give you is you draw this Mr. Take a small A4 size paper. In that you can draw all this. That is Mr. Full Stop, Mr. Exclamation, Mr. Question Mark, and you can also make Mr. Comma. Okay. So all this punctuation family chart you can make in one A4 size paper and you can show to your teacher. Okay, children. With this, we finish our session. We will see you next time. Bye. Take care.